Today's stories include, are the PS6 and next Xbox coming in 2027? Microsoft promises retailers aren't getting rid of Xboxes. And watch out, Pokemon ZA spoilers are out there. We'll have all of this and more because this is Kinda Funny Games Daily. What is up, everybody? And welcome back to Kinda Funny Games Daily for Monday. What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you. The gym's very out of focus. I don't know. Just, I looked and I was like, "Is something wrong with me?" Like it was the type of out of focus that like
it might be my eyes.
Feel a little sick. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know what's going on. My bad, y'all. My bad.
There it is. Continue. No, it's okay. Let me.
Oh yeah.
It's Monday, October 13th. My first hosting of a Games Daily, I guess this year at least, because it's October, with the Spooky set. And it makes me feel good.
Yes.
Makes me feel good. Are you celebrating the Spooky stuff, Tim Geddes?
No,
Tim
I'm never. I mean, I guess this is how I'm celebrating being a part of this, allowing this to play so early in the goddamn month. And we're now at the point that it's like, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
We're close enough that it's like, yes, 2 weeks out, that is appropriate.
Do you ever
October 1st? What are we doing, Greg?
Do you ever think about just like pulling weight and being like, no,
no, because I don't want to get in the way of other people's fun.
Yeah.
Like if it was getting in the way of something else, then I'd be like, guys, no. But like, no, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, who cares?
It makes some people happy, and that makes me happy.
Aw.
I think it makes more people happy than it upsets people. You know?
I don't think anyone's upset.
Oh no, people are.
Really?
Oh yeah, ton
on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Would you believe?
I can't believe that. I would not believe that.
Yeah. Check the comment sections. Or don't. I don't advise that.
Don't check the comment sections. Tim, I have something for you. I want you to try. I want you to hold on to. It was actually kind of a fortuitous moment where this morning I came into the office and I brought my Switch 2, right? But my Switch 2 is a little bigger now, so it doesn't fit in the Tom Talk.
Oh.
So then I come in the office and I walk onto my desk and I put my Switch 2 down. And I look and I see this Chronos the New Dawn Switch 2 case.
That's a Switch 2 case.
Switch 2 case. And
it's chonker.
It's a chonker, but it's perfect for me because inside I have my Switch 2 with the D-brand Kill Switch.
The Kill Switch. I have been waiting to get my hands on this.
Yes, this is it right here. And it came with two little stickers on here to make it kind of like the blue and red to match the joystick right there. But I want you to hold on to it. Don't turn it on or show it to the camera because I do have a lot of embargoed games out there. But I want you to hold it. If anyone doesn't know, the D-brand Kill Switch is not a case. I guess it's a case. I don't know. What would you call it? Like a handheld grip.
It's a case that also functions as a grip. And most of the problems I have with these things immediately alleviated with this.
Yes.
It feels premium. I like the kind of roughness to it. It doesn't feel like just like a hard plastic.
Yes.
Like this feels like it feels nice. And I like where my hand goes on the Joy-Cons. I don't know that I need one of these myself. I'll say that. I've been okay just raw dogging the Switch 2.
Yeah.
The Joy-Cons are big enough, like long enough. They're not big enough, but they're long enough.
Yeah, average.
I'm okay with it. I do like this though. What are you feeling?
It sucks because I got it literally yesterday when I came back from my trip to New York, where I was playing hours and hours of the Switch 2 on my plane. I could have used this. My hand was falling asleep. It was just a weird scenario. It just doesn't feel right. And the way that my fingers are placed exactly the way that they have designed it right there.
Yeah.
So this alleviates a lot of the issues there. It does feel a little weird because I don't know, the Switch 2 is a more premium console, but also feels like a Switch 1. Like it feels like a toy, right? So then you put that on there, it's like, oh, this is like almost a Steam Deck. I don't know. It's like this weird in between where it makes it so bulky that it just fucks up my situation where now I'm glad that I have a new
does it detach?
Yes. Oh, sorry, you mean like the actual like
the Joy-Cons?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. You can
okay, with the grip still.
Yeah. The issue with the whole thing is that you have to have a dock on top of the dock. You have to slide you got to dock the dock. You have to slide the dock and your Switch is on the outside now of your dock.
Interesting.
It's a weird situation there.
Hey, I'm happy they have a solution though.
Yeah. Are you gonna get this?
No.
Okay.
Probably not.
Do you like my stick condoms?
I don't. I'm not a big stick condom guy.
No.
I just want the sticks. I just want the sticks to be right out the gate. Yeah, and the Joy-Cons aren't. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, they're not right.
They're definitely not. But I also use the Pro Controller 90% of the time anyways.
Kevin, can we zoom in right here? I'm going to do something fun for the audience right here. They also sent us a code for Chronos, the New Dawn on Switch 2. So everybody get ready because you're about to zoom in. You're going to make this happen, okay? I'm going to give this away.
This goes.
Let's see. All right, everybody. I'm sure that's enough time.
I don't. Kevin, is that visible at all?
It's not visible whatsoever.
Fucking Roger.
I don't think you can see that. I'm sorry. I can try to zoom in further. You just got to give me a minute.
Everybody, it's a free game. It's right in front of you. It's all right. Get the game.
Okay, Kevin's going in. He's going in.
It's a free game.
Oh yeah, you can't see that. Let me see the zoom.
Okay, by the
Hold it up again. Hold it up again.
Oh.
There it is, everybody.
There it is.
That second letter is
that second
really
letter. Hey,
hard
it's fun.
to see.
Now you get to have some fun.
Is it an S? Is it a C?
Is it 2 numbers? Who knows?
What is it? Can I see it?
Is it an 8?
I actually don't know. Oh, it's 2.
Oh, we got to tell them. They'll never get
No, it's 2. It's 2. It's 2 numbers.
That's a whole
2 numbers.
What
together.
looks like the second number is actually 2 numbers.
And that's the type of stuff that we love doing giveaways here. Kind of funny, and we do it in the best way possible.
Perfectly.
That's all we do. And I was in New York too, so I'm excited.
How was that?
Oh my god, it was so fun. It was so fun. I went for an event that I can't talk about. It was around New York Comic Con, but it wasn't at New York Comic Con, which sucked because this year marks the 10th anniversary of me going to New York Comic Con for the first time, meeting you guys.
Very cool.
Meeting Greg for the first time and doing all that, and I'll talk about that a little bit later in
the Gregway.
In the Gregway.
Oh, very cool.
But of course, welcome to Kind of Funny Games Daily, where each and every weekday we run you through the nerdy news you need to know about live on YouTube, Twitch, and podcast services around the globe. If you love what we do, support us with the Kind of Funny membership on Patreon, YouTube, and now Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube Music to get all of our shows ad-free, watch us record them live, and get a daily exclusive show. For a chance to be a part of the show, submit your thoughts and opinions as YouTube Super Chats as we go. We want to hear your thoughts. And I already see one from Cozy Bear who says, Happy Canadian Thanksgiving shout out, and Happy Indigenous People Day as well. Housekeeping. We're an 11-person business all about live talk shows. Today after KFGD, you'll get GAMESCAST, which is huge because, breaking news, Nick is going to reveal his game of the year.
Wow. I wonder what could possibly be.
What it could be. It's going to be a big reveal.
Yeah.
It might be Blueprints.
This is a real thing, though. This is a real, he does love this game. This isn't a Xenoblade situation.
And I don't know about this.
Oh. We had Nick infamously used to preview and review Xenoblade Chronicles games for us. And,
I don't know how I don't remember this.
Yeah, Nick reviewed Xenoblade Chronicles X for us back on the Wii U. Did he ever play it? I don't think so. But, kind of funny, everybody.
That's awesome.
I guess.
And but he has a game that he really loves that is not Xenoblade. Or maybe it is. Then the stream is Battlefield 6 with some sponsored NVIDIA action. Very exciting stuff. If you're Kind of funny member, you get today's Gregway, which is me and my mom.
Oh.
Me and my mom sat down. We had like a 15 to 20 minute conversation about my history, supporting a son with a very, very silly dream, and just a little bit of her history and background. So
I love it. I can't wait to listen.
You should all listen to it and watch it because my mom is a gem, and I think you guys will fall in love with her, and I think she's going to be, one day she'll be on a podcast. One day she'll be on a podcast. Thank you to our Patreon producers, Carl Jacobs, Omega Buster, and Delaney the Psalm Twining. Today we're brought to you by Shady Rays, but we'll tell you about that a little later. For now, let's begin with what is and forever will be the Roper Report. It's time for some news. 6 stories today.
Baker's dozen.
Story number 1. PS6 and next Xbox consoles are both aiming for 2027 releases. Separate reports claim from Chris Scullion over at VGC. Kepler L2, an insider who has accurately reported on AMD hardware in the past, claims in a NeoGAF thread, didn't know that still existed, that's me saying that, that Sony's plan to release the PS6 in 2027. In a thread discussing Sony and AMD's recent video explaining future technology, a discussion arose around Mark Cerny's claim that the new tech would be coming to a, quote, future console in a few years' time. When one user claimed that this meant 2028 at the earliest when taken literally, another user suggested that Cerny's use of a few wasn't necessarily to be taken literally, and that a 2027 release could be possible. Kepler L2 agreed, saying that a 2027 release is, quote, not just on the table, it's the plan, unless any unexpected delays happen. On the same day, hardware insider Moore's Law is Dead, MLID, posted a video claiming to show the AMD Magnus APU, which he says is set to form part of Microsoft's next-gen Xbox console. While discussing the specs of the chip, which he describes as cheap for a PC but expensive for a console, MLID stressed numerous times that the console is planned for 2027 release. It is, quote, it is targeting a 2027 release, he said. And I want to be clear that since the recent Xbox Magnus videos and RDNA 5 videos I have put out there, I've heard from even more sources that Microsoft is talking to partners behind the scenes and just openly saying 2027 is when Magnus launches. The video also suggests, as per previous speculation, that Microsoft's next console may be looking towards more of a console PC hybrid setup rather than competing directly with PS6 with a straight console. Discussing the console's large APU, which combines CPU and GPU on a single chip, he said, quote, it should be stronger than the PS6, but at the same time, it will also be more expensive because of this larger size and its use of bridge dies, and likely a larger RAM capacity compared to the PS6, at least if it wants to work well as a PC console hybrid. But you know what? That's okay. I think this time around, Xbox is going to be much more than a console. It should also be something that can run more than just Xbox apps and challenging the PC gaming market, at least somewhat directly, end of quote. In a separate video posted 2 months ago, MLID claimed that Sony is planning a PlayStation 6 handheld with Switch-style television docking capabilities. Neither Sony nor Microsoft have shared concrete information on their next-gen consoles beyond confirmation that both are working on them and both are in partnership with AMD. Lot to talk about, lot to go from. I guess I want to talk with just the date, 2027. Is that too early for next-gen consoles?
I think the answer for most people is yes.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot to break down there, even with that one question. I think that undeniably the plan is for Microsoft and PlayStation to hit that date. That's what they're saying is that is the plan. Plans change.
Yeah.
And what changes plans the most? Things like a pandemic. I feel like this is the normal 7-year life cycle. When you look back at where PlayStation's been, it's like, yeah, 2027 adds up. 2020 was when PS5 came out. So yes, it is quote unquote time, but because of the pandemic, it made it way harder for people to get their hands on PS5s in the early days than previous generations. And on top of that, obviously the hit on game development and where we look at this generation's first-party games, and we're not seeing the exclusive run that we saw before. That's for a lot of reasons. It's not just the pandemic, but it's also because prior to the pandemic and during the start of the pandemic was the end of PlayStation's dominant first party run with Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, right? Like those both summer of the pandemic, and then launching the PS5, and then we got those like launch titles and, you know, kind of rolled on. And here we are now where it's like, all right, cool, big ones, Spider-Man 2. We just got Ghost of Yotei. Otherwise, Death Stranding, we got some of the exclusives. We still got a lot of games. Like I am not one of these people that's like, oh man, the PS5 generation is a wash or whatever. It's like, no, it's actually amazing. It's just not what the end of the PS4s was.
Yeah.
I still think we have a lot of juice left, though. Having said that, we are already living in a moment where generations matter less than they ever have. PS4 and 5, for the most part, you don't need a PS5 because you could play the majority of the best first-party PlayStation games on a PS4 still to this day. That's starting to not be true, but the fact that it's still starting in 2025, 5 years into this thing, it's like that's kind of crazy, right? But I also think that the time of a generation having exclusive games that are only on it might be over. Yeah. We might already be at this point where we'll get a handful of PS5 exclusives, but more than anything, it'll be PS5, PS6, cross-gen titles, right? And that's me just talking about PlayStation. The Xbox side, I feel like we've been talking about for a year now because of all the changes they've made, where, yes, they're making a PC. Like, that's what's happening. Cool.
Yeah.
Like that's where the market is. That's where they've fit themselves, and that's where the strategy shows they should go. So I do think the PlayStation handheld, that's like a Switch type thing.
Yeah, that's also confusing to me, where it's like, is that just the console? Like, is it just PS6 is a Switch competitor, or are we doing two different SKUs and that's like kind of their S model? Like, there's so many. I think that. You think so? You think that they would split up the marketplace in that way?
I think PlayStation is still relatively dominating this game to an extent that they are going to continue putting out dedicated hardware that they do think is the best hardware and that gamers think of as the best console hardware. We are still at a point where there's console gaming and PC gaming. More and more by the day, that is getting grayer and grayer, but it is not yet black and white.
Yeah.
And I think PlayStation's going to hold out as long as they possibly can. And I think, Nintendo's a game of their own. We're not even going to talk about them. But like, with the competitors in the space that they're in, PlayStation and Xbox is already like, fuck it, we're going full PC. PlayStation, I think that they're still selling consoles. They're still making games to sell consoles. Like, they're still in the exclusive race, right? Yeah. And they're dabbling making the money on PC, but I don't think that this generation is the time that they give up the ghost there.
Oh, no.
I do think it could be the last generation. I know we've been saying that forever, but really, I do think it's the last generation.
Okay, so there's a lot to break down with what you just said. I go back and forth on like what the last generation of consoles looks like, and I don't think that we're going to see, specifically with Xbox going in this PC direction. I just think that is, if we'll never see, PS7 will exist. Will it be its own dedicated handheld? PS7. PS7. Okay. After this generation, I think there will be another generation past this. What does that look like? It could be a PC, right? It could be some variation of that. It could be
that to me. Then
that means it's over.
Yes. I'm saying the more like we're thinking of this as a traditional console.
Yes. Thing. Okay. So do you see the Xbox going as a PC hybrid as them just it's over?
It's over. And really, that's fine though. Like, again, over, what are we talking about? Over being console. And I think that's where Xbox is trapped right now, is they have their console and PC, and they're focusing on the PC side of things with their ecosystem of even looking at the handheld that's coming out, the Ally X, right? The Xbox Ally X. It doesn't play Xbox games. It plays Xbox PC games. I think that is just going to, eventually they're going to solve that or not. And the Xbox PC games, that's just what Xbox games are going to be.
Yeah.
And so who cares what we're calling this, whether it's a PC or console, whatever, if it is a box that you can put in your living room and play games on a TV. But I think in terms of console generation, where it is Xbox games, I think that's over.
Okay, so when it comes to the Xbox...
So, let me say one more thing.
Yeah.
And this might be getting into a story later.
Yeah.
I think it's over whether Xbox wants it to be or not.
And what do you mean by over? Like, the Xbox brand is just, it doesn't work with gamers? Are we just...
No. I think the Xbox brand's going to work.
Okay.
I think the Xbox brand is... I think the Xbox consoles being like...
So you don't see this as being a success if they were to figure out some type of PC, Steam box hybrid type deal?
God, it's this...
Because
there's so much nuance to the words that I'm trying to say here.
Yes, I understand.
I feel like a success, yes. It will not be in competition with something that we're talking about selling.
It's a completely different market.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And so that one console that they are making might sell 20, 30 million units or whatever. And then also a bunch of other OEM and a bunch of other PC makers and stuff. And that's how the Xbox experience is being spread out. It's just there won't be the one family of systems that's competing with the PlayStation in terms of hardware sales.
Yes.
We're already there, but like it's only going to be exacerbated by all of it.
Yes, absolutely. And I look forward to whatever that Xbox PC hybrid is in terms of the messaging of how they're focusing on next generation Xbox games, right? Are they even going to have a mandate for these developers of like, hey, if you're making a game for Xbox, it has to be like a game that is actually optimized for Xbox? Or are they just going to say, oh, if it runs on PC, it's fine. We'll just call it an Xbox thing, put it up on the marketplace, and it'll be fine. People can tinker with the settings. Maybe there's an Xbox optimized little logo next to some of the games. But if there is no next generation, like actual push for them to make Xbox branded video games that they're either selling physically or even in a storefront, like, and it's just like, hey, it's just in the Microsoft launcher and it's technically just a PC game, because there has to be some type of dual boot situation. And if the dual boot is just for legacy games, then it's over.
Does there?
I think there will be. I think there will be some type of way for people to play their legacy series games or 360 games or whatever it is, all the backwards compatibility stuff that they have going on there on this console. I think that's going to be the killer app here and the killer feature here is that you can play all of your games that you've ever owned on Xbox stuff through some type of compatibility layer. And then this is not going to be an Xbox Ally situation where it's just a PC that has Xbox branding on it. That it can't be. And if that's true,
well, I mean, I think it can be. I think it should be. I'm interested here with what you're saying about the dual boot. Are you talking dual boot? Or are you talking more like the Wii U functioned with Wii backwards compatibility, like the Xbox 360 even, right?
Kind of something like that, yeah.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I buy that for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But I don't think that is the focus of the thing at all.
So you're saying that
I think that gets the same
there's no
level
Xbox mode and then I guess PC gaming mode, right? It's just a compatibility layer.
In my opinion, this is the big problem. And Xbox just needs to be the games that you're currently playing today, and that's going forward PC games.
Yeah.
And that's the to solve the problem that you're bringing up about the physical Xbox games in stores. Those days are done.
Yeah,
I think those days are done.
I mean,
not right now, but we are
next generation. It's going to be over with.
Yeah,
yeah. I completely agree with you. I don't. And think
maybe there's Xbox first party games, but like third party Xbox branded games, I feel like that would be a different type of thing.
And definitely not physically at the very least. Like it's going to be, I definitely will see them making the move of like, hey, we have partnered with every Game Pass game has some type of Xbox optimization where they've looked in there and they have a dev unit and they've made sure that these games run on this APU. But it's also like an interesting scenario of like where we're going specifically with Xbox and like the whole PC hybrid situation of like, if this console, let's say, is $1,200, which console PC is $1,200, which I wouldn't be surprised by. I wouldn't bat an eye if this is like, hey, we're in the PC architecture space. This is a PC that also plays Xbox stuff. It's competitive in that space, right? I mean, $1,200 can't buy you too much when it comes to a gaming PC that is going to push the boundaries of stuff. So
careful what you say there, Raj. People are gonna get real mad.
I'm sure if you go and you get if you get a bunch of used parts and everything, you can make it work. But I mean, inflation's so insane. I mean, fucking GPUs are so expensive at this point.
Paying for a standard that devs can build against, that is the thing. There's value there, and that's what you're paying for.
Yes.
On top of actually getting the tech.
And also, if you are building a PC and a micro ATX motherboard, it's a lot. So to have this thing, that works for me. Like, I'm excited for that possibility of having a PC that I can just pick up that I know these games will run. There's going to be no issues that I can just put in my living room. I do think that there is a little bit of weirdness, and I don't want to get on my soapbox about this, of like a PC that is not going to be upgradable, that you're paying, a premium price for. At that point, then I think that there's a little bit of this weird nebulous gray area for me where I'm like, I don't know if I can fully support that.
I mean, so what's funny there is I think that that's what the hybrid is, right? Like, and because like, what is a PC console hybrid? Like, what do we actually mean when we're talking about this? Because to me, it's the benefits of the PC gaming side of things, which is storefronts, which is, flexibility with being able to tune and like a lot more settings, yes. I think is kind of the vibe, right? And I do think that already consoles are more upgradable or even like tunable than they've ever been. Like, look, even
in terms of what
SSDs, even
sure,
and things like that. Like, and there's examples going back to the past of being able to put a bunch of shit in your
but a lot of those were proprietary, right?
Yes,
so being able to just buy one
Western Digital SSD and you plug it in and it works and like enhances your experience gaming. It's like that is not how things used to be, right? And I feel like what you're talking about the new potential Xbox situation, it's like, I do think it'll have more upgradability than we've seen before, but I just don't, it's not going to have limitless, but
it's not going to be like the framework.
But then it's like, but then buy a PC. Like,
right.
I feel like that's the thing is like,
but also if it's going to be competitive or at least in the sphere of PC gaming in terms of pricing, then I think that we have, if it's like severely like, hey, this is $1,200, the best thing that you're going to possibly find that's about that same price is going to be $3,000. Okay, now we have a conversation. But if we're talking like a $300 difference, $500 difference, I don't know then. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that this is going to be, it's going to be competitive, but it's not going to be as competitive as I think we think it would be. I could see this thing being very, very expensive.
I mean, yeah, which it's...
And literally marketing it as like Xbox, I know they said they're not going to do this, but like, I could see eventually by the time we get there, trying their hardest to make this connected to the Surface branding, connected to selling this thing inside of Best Buys and trying to be like, hey, this is a computer, and trying to go that route. And I don't...
God, man. We're in a mess, everybody.
It's a weird situation that we're in, But when it comes down to it, if we have this... Do you think that this is the only console that Xbox launches? Do you think we just have this PC Xbox hybrid? Do you think they also go the handheld thing? If the Xbox Ally is a success, where do you think we go with this?
I mean, I think that the Xbox Ally situation is direct evidence of their future plans.
Yeah.
Like, I think that we're going to get many different Xboxes across different brands. Maybe they double down with Asus, maybe they don't. But, like, I think that the Xbox OS that they're using, I mean, I think we're going to see it on many other devices in the coming years. And I think that because of that, it's almost an impossible question to answer with a no, because there's going to be a lot of Xboxes, I think. But
and
that also means
everyone could download the Xbox, launcher or whatever on their thing.
On their TV, even, like with cloud and all that stuff. So the way that they're pushing this, it's like, yeah, I do think that it's Xbox is not dying as a brand. I do not think so. For now, if they make enough decisions, make enough moves that piss off Microsoft, at any moment, it can just be slashed, and then more layoffs than have ever happened in the history of the world will go down. That is a real thing that could happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll see. And I don't think 2027, it's too soon because of the pandemic, but it's with where we're at when it comes to, as you mentioned, when it comes to all of these games being playable on previous consoles and backwards compatibility, it's whatever. Like, yeah, of course, I don't think this is going to slip, actually. I do. If I were a betting man, I would say 2027 for sure, because they have the timeline of like, hey, we need to make X amount of money on these dates, and just putting out in 2027, there's going to be hype, there's going to be a fervor around it. Even if Intergalactic is a cross-gen game like Ragnarok, and that's like the thing that ends the PS6 and then starts the PS7. I mean, sorry,
Sony Santa Monica's game as well.
Exactly, right? Like, we're at the point where I think we just move on. We can just push forward, and PS5 will continue to be, supported for many, many years, as the PS4 will be. And we will talk about a game that is just being announced now that is coming out on PS4 pretty soon, which is crazy. We're just at that place now where things are getting expensive. People are holding on to these consoles. So moving forward for them, it's going to be like Apple. It's like, we don't care if you didn't buy the last gen one. We're going to keep on going. We're just going to keep on doing this. We're going to keep on making.
And I know a lot of people, especially listening to this show, that grew up in a traditional console space, they don't want to hear that.
Which I did, yeah.
Like that. I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm with you, Roger. I do think that is the future that we're going to. Will it hit 2027? I don't know that for sure, but I don't disagree with your logic at all.
And if we were to actually fantasy book this and bring this out, as Karate in the YouTube chat says, PS6 shouldn't be until 2029, 2030. It's too soon. Yeah, I would probably say that too. I'd be like 2028, 2029. But it's just like, they're not going to stop. It doesn't stop them making money.
We don't need it.
Yeah, we do not
need it. We do not need it.
We have a Pro.
I want that clear. We agree. We do not. And also with the Pro, this, y'all know this listening. I love PlayStation. I love tech. I want to be able to play my PlayStation games as good as possible. Yeah. The PS5 Pro has a lot of issues. I know the pisser stuff. I've had a great experience with mine. Yeah. Having said that, totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
So far, especially the games that I'm playing. And a lot of this has to go down. I have to say this has to go back to the fact that I also am playing way more on PC. When I think about the last couple games I played, I played Expedition 33 on PC. Why'd I do that? Because I wanted to be able to play on my Steam Deck handheld, because I was traveling a lot and I knew it was going to be a severely less amazing experience, but at least I could play it. And then when I'm at home, I could play it with my decked out PC. I am in an incredibly privileged position that I could say what I just said.
Yep.
I chose not to play it on my PS5 Pro because I want to be able to play it even better on a PC and portably, right? I understand that. But there's a lot of people that do have the same situation I do of having the choice. And when you have the choice and you're not choosing the PlayStation, what are we doing?
Yep. Well, we have a lot more to talk about when it comes to Xbox and consoles, but we'll tell you all about that after a word from our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by Shady Rays. Get ready for the season ahead with quality shades built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium, polarized shades that won't break the bank. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company offering a world-class product rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Their shades have durable frames and crystal clear optics, making them the perfect choice for all outdoor adventures. They have hundreds of options to choose from, so you're bound to find the perfect pair to match your style. Plus, if your shades ever go missing or take an unexpected hit, Don't sweat it. They have the most insane protection in all of eyewear. Every pair is backed by lost or broken replacements. If you don't love your shades, exchange them for a new pair or return them worry-free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Y'all know that Tim Geddes has been outdoors a lot playing Pokemon Go, and he's been rocking his Shady Rays the entire time. Awesome to see him out and about looking dope. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal. Head to shadyrays.com and use code FUNNY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. That's 300,001 if you include Tim.
I'm going to go really quick to a super chat before we continue on.
Chat.
Brand Cakes asks, Tim, hey Tim,
Hey.
quick question. Which Pikmin game is the best to get into if I've never played any?
I am the wrong person to ask that. You need to ask
Mike!
Lakers head. Oh, Mike's also the wrong. Mike's just going to say Pikmin 4. Only Pikmin
Mike
played.
here? No, he's not here.
But I'm sure Pikmin 4 is actually a great answer.
We will never know. Sorry.
Here
Mike,
he is, Big Mike himself,
we have a big question for you.
everybody.
Oh, wow.
Joining
New
the
sweater.
stage.
Oh, wow. You look good. Michael.
What I mean? Roger, I missed you. Hi, Roger.
Miss you too, Michael. Mike, can you believe that in a few weeks we're going to do the Silent Hill stream?
Can you believe in a few weeks,
Next week, right? Shit.
Mike and Roger are going to descend to darkness? We're going to find the darkest pits and we're going to
Tell me
explore
more.
them.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, yeah. Give him the pitch.
Give him the pitch. Okay, Tim, what if I told you we're going to play a little game? We're going to be handcuffed together here inside the studio, and we have to beat Silent Hill F with the Kind of Funny Best Friends support. But if Roger wants to get some separation from me, we have to play Saw mini games created by Kevin and Nick, where they've hidden keys around the studio. To get a longer chain for these handcuffs, Roger has to find these keys while dragging my ass around.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be a you and I thing.
Yeah, well, I want to stay close. So, I'm not going to help at all. And then we've also divided up the meal because, of course, everyone knows here, the Kind of Funny Marathon stream, it's about the meals. It's about the time spent together. And Mike likes to eat big. But this time, I might not be able to.
Yeah, we're gonna split the meals. We're gonna split the meals. We have to order one meal that we have to share.
Okay.
So we have to kind of game it a little bit.
So you're split meals.
Yeah.
You're handcuffed together. You need the keys from the saw traps.
So that we can get. We're
so
not
you get a longer
Yeah.
handcuff. If you eat the meals and then you need to poo-poo.
Yeah, we're gonna have a really long chain. We're gonna figure it out. We have to still talk about some things. We have to,
long chain, Tim.
Mike is very.
These are the questions that you will see how
Yes,
they answer
you will figure it
next
out.
week. Next Friday?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. Yeah,
Next Friday, everybody.
Friday.
How's everybody doing? Y'all feeling good?
Oh, you're just gonna hang out all day. Brand Cakes. No, I have a question for you.
okay, cool.
Brand Cakes asked Tim, but he's the wrong person to ask. What's the best Pikmin game to get into?
Oh, man. I like the recent Pikmin, of course, Pikmin 4. I think a lot of people will point to Pikmin 2, maybe 2-3 combo on that. But everybody's pointing to me as saying, play Pikmin 1 through 4. You can't go wrong, But I think probably 2, and then 4 for me has been the most fun.
Yeah, Lakers head, where you at? I want you in the chat because he's the one that he's
Yes.
a Pikmin man,
Sure.
But yeah.
Story number 2.
Also, Roger, thank you for defending all of my old Xbox games. Great conversation about the Xbox. But yeah, that is just a nice layer of something to think about with backwards compatibility and how hard they pushed, but also moving into this next new generation. Hey, all of these games that Mike has purchased over the years, I would still love those to come with me. How do we make that? Yeah. So, yeah, great job, Roger, on that.
Oral Sanchez says, I bet Roger amputates his hand before the handcuffs even go on.
Yeah, I also want to clear.
Yeah.
I do think there's no way that Microsoft doesn't preserve the backwards compatibility.
Yeah, no, that would be a huge
I think
deal.
Xbox will not exist before that happens.
That'd be a huge, huge deal if they're not able to do that. Story number 2, Target, Walmart will keep selling Xbox consoles despite Costco's move. This is from James Peckham over at PC Mag. Some U.S. retailers are removing Xbox products from sale in their stores, but that won't be the case for either Target or Walmart. Over the weekend, a popular post on Reddit showed a user's local Target removing the Xbox section from its store. The post said, quote, the electronics manager says they will no longer carry systems, games, or accessories. The same manager told the Reddit user that all Target stores in the Kansas City area plan to remove Xbox products from sale. Some other users took to the comment section of the post to say they've seen similar cases in their local Target, and some said they hadn't seen Xbox consoles in their local Walmart for months. now Microsoft has confirmed that it won't remove Xboxes from sale at all Target and Walmart stores. In a statement to Windows Central, it said, quote, Target and Walmart, among other retailers, remain committed partners for Xbox consoles, accessories, and games. Mike, are you coming in here or are you just running around? Oh, jeez.
Like he's actually just running around the studio.
Man, this poor Xbox team, they can't catch a break.
Give them a weekend. Give them one weekend, man.
Break, man.
These people have families.
Week after week, month after month, they just can't catch a break on these Reddit forums, these Twitter posts. They can't catch anything, you know? Hey, team, we got stuff coming out in the future. Oh, shit, I'm going to make something. No, they're never selling the console again. Boom. Fucking nosedive for the next month and a half.
Yeah, man. Look, we're in a not fun place, right?
No.
We're talking about, we have Reddit, we have Target managers talking to Reddit users. Okay?
You never want that. That's
we're
a
in
bad
spot.
Hey, everybody, if someone walks up to you and says, hey, I'm a Reddit user, don't talk to them.
Just walk
Do
away.
not talk to them.
Just walk
That's
away.
Bad.
Yeah. So obviously, like this is one of those situations where it is the definition of your location may vary, right? Where just because you anecdotally at your targets have this experience does not mean that it's everywhere. However, where there's smoke, there's fire. And what I will bring up, and people are going to say I'm a doomer about all this, and I simply don't care because I think that I will be proven right over time. And that doesn't bring me joy.
Yeah.
Because this reminds me of something very near and dear to my heart. Physical media. Blu-rays. All right? I fucking hate you. And this is how it started. This is exactly how it started. Reddit
like
users,
some places are removing it. It's like, no, not everybody.
Some places, okay, well, just this brand's not, and then whatever. And then Reddit users are going to managers being like, yo, Best Buy, what's happening? And they're like, yo, it's over. We are getting rid of them now. And then someone else was like, an article's posted. It's a whole doom and gloom thing. And someone's like, no. Mine said this, and mine said that, and whatever. And then within a year, there's no more Blu-rays on shelves, period. So that, again, that's an anecdote in a different way. This is a different situation, but how different is it?
It's not that different.
Yeah.
And also, like, again, let's go back to the quote that Microsoft provided Windows Central. Quote, Target and Walmart, among other retailers, remain committed partners for Xbox consoles, accessories, and games. Does that leaves room for the fact that they can just remove all Xbox stuff this generation and come back next generation, right? Like that doesn't say, oh, they're keeping all Xbox Series consoles. Do not worry about it. It is just the Xbox brand exists and we're still partners with these people. So I'm with you on this. I don't think that this is happening because of an accident or a bunch of smaller places that are just being a little weird and kooky. These consoles are clearly not selling.
And that's what's happening. The
Yeah.
consoles aren't selling. It's not some weird gotcha thing. It's not some console.
It's just they're not selling.
The store sells things and the things aren't selling.
They're not selling, and then all the prices just went up again.
I know.
So like they're definitely not gonna sell now. Like we're at the place where also these locations are limited on space. So you remove a whole Xbox section, you can double up on the Switch section, you could double up on the PlayStation section, you can have a Steam section or whatever the hell you want to do, right? Like you can have all of these handheld consoles that are available. You can have the Xbox Ally if you really want over there. Like there's a lot of other things that you can put in its that clearly Xboxes they're not selling. So I agree with you. I think that when there's smoke there's fire. But yeah, I guess Xbox and Target and Walmart are committed to the Xbox brand one way or another. Story number 3. This is big for you, Tim. PSA: Pokemon Legends ZA spoilers are out in the wild ahead of its release this week. Ed Nightingale over on Eurogamer reports Pokemon Legends ZA will release later this week on Switch and Switch 2, but already spoilers have flooded the internet. Illegal ROM sites already have unauthorized copies of the full game, which has now been data mined for information. As such, if you're looking to avoid spoilers, we advise being extremely cautious on social media until its game's release on this Thursday, the 16th of October. Thanks to data miners, the complete Pokedex and all moves and items have leaked, including Mega Evolutions on top of those officially revealed by the Pokemon Company. I also want to note right here, this is something I saw on Reddit, r/gaming leaks and rumors, that people have allegedly figured out some form of source code and early builds of the game. So that's also floating around the internet right there. And going back to the article, what's more, there are already numerous streamers playing the game on Twitch ahead of launch. How fearful are you of this specific game being spoiled for you? Can this game be spoiled?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I'm cool on this one.
Yeah.
This one being spoiled, there's not
There's not much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, who the fuck? There's all you don't know what you don't know.
Sure.
But if Gen 10 stuff, I'm a bit more sacred about. But even then, I'm not that concerned.
What's Gen 10?
The 10th generation of Pokemon.
Oh.
Scarlet and Violet were the 9th generation.
Oh, okay.
Gen 10 will be revealed on February 27th, 2026.
Oh.
Day.
Okay.
It'll be the 10th generation of Pokemon, celebrating
huge.
30 years of Pokemon.
That's huge. Apparently, someone said that there's Gen 10 leaks.
Cool.
You're like, well, my life's fucked.
That's hilarious. No, but this sucks. This is the type of thing where it's like, God, we're so close, and I don't know how it happens with Pokemon every single time. They are so tight knit and so good about not like they're so weird. Yeah. They're so freaking weird about stuff, and somehow Pokemon games leak every single time. And this happens every
people
single
get whole ass copies every single time.
Streaming it, and then all the surprises. Because like the Mega Evolutions, like the ones that are announced, I do want to find those out in game. Like I know it's not spoiler in the sense of like, oh man, this character dies or this character marries.
But you want the reveal. You want the moment.
You want the moment of like, oh wow, I didn't know that.
This guy would look like
to get a Mega Evolution. That doesn't even work. But. Yeah, so that sucks. Be safe out there. I'm excited for Gen 10.
Yeah,
I'm excited for Zaw, obviously, too.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Story number 4. Avatar Legends. The fighting game was canceled last year, but now it's back with a debut gameplay trailer and a new developer whose entire existence is about giving games, quote, a second life. This is from Wesley Yin-Poole over at IGN. Kevin, I didn't put the link in here. I'm sorry about that. If you can just Google, go onto YouTube and type in Avatar Legends, the fighting game, and pull up the little teaser that posted yesterday, that'd be great. Going back to the article. The pre-alpha footage trailer for Avatar Legends, the fighting game, has got fans of the enormously popular Avatar The Last Airbender animated series excited, but there are questions over exactly the type of game fans can expect and who's developing it. Avatar Legends, the fighting game, is described as being, quote, rooted in the spirit of elemental mastery. Its official blurb continues. Quote, designed for both newcomers and veterans, it channels the energy of classic fighting games while breaking new ground in movement, style, and combat expression. Built with a focus on fluidity, responsiveness, and online integrity, the game invites players to discover what it truly means to fight with purpose. Hand-drawn in 2D, it is crafted to preserve the style and expressive animation of the original series. And we're looking at the trailer right now, a little teaser that they showed at New York Comic Con, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, it's funny. It really looks like those old like Nickelodeon.com Flash games.
Yes.
But like
and I love
mega modernized.
There was one back in the day, I believe, that was a fighting game that was on Nickelodeon website, and I used to play all the time.
Yeah, it's funny because this, first off, love the name. Yeah. Like unironically, I'm like, yeah, this is how you title an Avatar fighting game.
I think it's work in progress, but the name.
Oh well, then guys, you
actually, I hate it.
You nailed it. Don't change it. But yeah, it's cool that we're getting so many fighting games. Like we are clearly in the fighting game, like if not golden age, I might go as far as saying golden age. Like of course there's the like 90s arcade boom and all that stuff,
but we just have so much high quality stuff, and esports is bigger and more taken more seriously than it's ever been, and across multiple titles. It's not like we just have one or two dominant forces. Like there are like 6 or 7 viable options with more coming every year. We have an invincible fighting game.
We're getting an invincible fighting game. We're getting this. It's like, and I look at this, and 3-4 years ago, if I read the story without looking at the trailer, I would have been like, okay, good luck.
Yeah.
And now I see this, I'm like, good luck.
Hell yeah.
I don't necessarily have faith, but I have hope. And that's a hope I wouldn't have had years ago.
New hope. Let me give you a little bit more new information on this because it's really interesting. 12 playable characters are expected at launch, with many more released via a seasonal model. There are selectable support characters who, quote, influence your fighting style and grant special moves. The unique, quote, flow system provides movement-centric gameplay. There's a single-player campaign with an original narrative, combo trials, a gallery mode, and best-in-class netcode and crossplay. Going a little further, they talk a little bit about the developer of the game. According to the Steam website, it is Gameplay Group International acquires and reimagines commercial. Sorry. Let me go around here. The developer, let me see if I can find the developer's name, but it's underneath something called Gameplay Group International, which acquires and reimagines, quote, commercially unrealized games. It was founded by Victor Lugo, who was for a time lead designer at Iron Galaxy working on Killer Instinct, and Philip Mays, who was managing director of Australian games company Mighty Kingdom, which has a number of licensed games under its belt. You should read the entire article on IGN. They go into detail of like where, because I don't know if you remember, this game was like a thing and was like supposed to be worked with the people that made them Fighting Herds. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah,
fighting game.
Everything you just said is like, oh shit, I take back like not having faith. I have.
Yeah, they were working on that game, and then that like was canceled, like in like just a random press release of like, hey, this game is canceled. Like we didn't even know anything about it. And then now this game is being brought back, and it has a new team, and that team is pretty unknown, but it seems like they are under the guidance of at least people that are fighting game veterans.
That's good stuff, man.
So yeah, we have, exciting, and it looks good. You know, Tim?
Lakers head is in the chat.
Yes, tell me.
We have a Lakers head, everybody. Lakers head. I'm going to keep my eye over here.
I think I saw Lakers. I think I saw Mike respond and say, see, I knew I was right. So I'm pretty sure that it was the correct answer.
If the correct answer is all of them, I don't want that. Tell me the one.
Tell me the one.
Tell me the one.
Well, you know what? If we can figure out the one, that'd be pretty big news. I'm tired of big news.
Oh.
I would want something smaller. Maybe the tiniest news I need to know about. Where would I go?
You go to our last story, the Wii News channel, where you can know all the small news items you need to know about.
Don't question the Wii News channel. It comes whenever it wants.
I was questioning
it. Comes whenever it wants.
I distracted myself. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Chat. I'm in my head.
I know.
Things.
Story number 5, Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to get another Switch. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Assassin's Creed Shadows gets another Nintendo Switch 2 leak, and it looks like it's going to be another game card. This is from Vicky Blake over at IGN. A French retailer has all but confirmed Assassin's Creed Shadows is indeed coming to Nintendo Switch 2, and it looks like it's going to be another controversial game key card. So just heads up for that. Eventually, that's going to be out and about.
And that sucks. Obviously,
yes.
Not a fan of game key cards. There's reasons for them. Do I like that? No. But I will say, Ubisoft so far on the good list for Switch 2 ports. Star Wars Outlaws.
Hey.
Thumbs up across the board.
Thumbs up.
So hopefully Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's a similar story.
I might try it out. I won't. Via VGC, Lego Party and Tetris Time Warp will be both available to stream on Netflix this holiday. On your phone, you can play it. You can just connect to your phone. You can just pull it up on your TV.
I love it. Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's what the article said, at least. That you can it's on your TV and you can use your phone as a controller.
I don't know that I'd want to play Lego Party with a phone.
I haven't played it. Yeah, I don't know.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But wait, you played Lego Party, did you not?
No, I didn't. I wasn't there.
It's a fucking blast.
Yeah, it looks like you guys had a great time.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, so freaking fun.
But you need the controller, though, right?
Yeah, it's like, I can't imagine playing like a Mario Party minigame with a phone. Like, I don't know.
That's the way it got intended. Re-Animals demo, the game by the original Little Nightmares devs, is available on Steam. Excited to check that out. From Noble, Clover Pit has sold 750,000 copies.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to that team. Please use all of that money, and just make Little Taxi Goes Vroom 2.
Fuck yeah, dude.
From Chris Scullion at VGC, a new Toe Jam and Earl game is, quote, in the planning stage. Co-creator reveals.
Who's the co-creator?
I will do the research on that.
No, I know Tommy Tallarico's involved.
Is he? He's not a co-creator.
No, in Toe Jam and Earl, it's something. No, I'm wrong. I'm just so wrong. I'm absolutely wrong.
Greg Johnson.
Yeah, I was thinking about Earthworm Jim.
I thought you were gonna say Cliff Blazinski, but that's Jack the Jackrabbit. Jack the Jackrabbit? Well, he did a Jackrabbit game.
He did a Jackrabbit game.
And that's the end of Wii News, everybody. We have some super chats for y'all. A lot of super chats, actually. Shout out to Colton Milner over on the YouTube, who became a member, said Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Oh, sorry, it was spaces. Y'all, I'm thankful to be able to watch it live today, and we're thankful for you.
Thank you.
Bishman293 Super Chat says, longtime watcher, thank you for everything you all do. You're the best. We appreciate you. Calvin Perez Super Chats and said, I had a dream there was another kind of funny live, but mid-show it stopped because Andy was arrested for murder with DNA evidence.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
I love that. I will say, I think about it every once in a while.
Who would be the murderer?
Kind of funny.
Yeah.
And it's like Andy's very low on the list. Yeah. He gets angry at people, at specific people.
Yeah, but a lot of unaccounted for hours. Like a lot of unaccounted for hours.
Yeah, that's true, but like I don't think.
And it's like it's also a really good alibi for him. of like streaming.
Yeah.
He could do a pre-recorded stream. And then like
and fake it all.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then have
You're
bots
right.
in there.
I still though, like knowing Andy, knowing his soul, because I feel like I know Andy's soul. I don't. There's not. He doesn't have murder in those eyes.
Mike
would never intentionally murder somebody, but I think he
crime of passion.
I think he has accidentally murdered somebody. You know, what do I mean by that? I'm not sure, but you know I'm right.
Well, tune into the Silent Hill F stream, everybody, because we might see something happen there. Cozy Bear, of course, said Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Thank you so much, Cozy Bear, and Happy Canadian Thanksgiving to y'all as well.
If Mike was living a perpetual, like, I know what you did last summer type thing, where like he knows what he did and he just has to live with it, it would explain a lot.
Isn't that movie about like other people finding out what they did? Isn't that just called Guilt?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's kind of the theme of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't see these movies. Who's in that movie? Is that Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Mm-hmm. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Scooby-Doo?
Jessica Love Hewitt.
Not Scooby-Doo.
No.
Joey D. Engagement tax. She said yes. Woo!
Hell yeah. Congratulations.
Hell yeah,
you love to hear it.
Benny Be Good is a member for 26 months. Says, during the Tron Ares in review, everyone should watch the in review, I had asked if the movie could be better with Jared Leto. Opening weekend was worse than Morbius. Where does Tron go now? It goes away for another 20 years, and then it comes back when some executive says, we need IP. And then it's going to fail again, and then we're going to keep on doing this forever.
Somehow even worse. It's
Somehow even worse.
I have full faith that
Oh, it will be back. It will be back in 50. It will be back when my kids are ready to go see a movie by themselves. Again, that's what's going to happen.
The only thing at this point I'd be okay with Tron, and I don't even think this would be good, to be clear. But the only thing that I'm excited about that is we're going to reunite Daft Punk. They're coming back. They're doing it. Joseph Kosinski's coming back. He's proven himself. Yeah. After Legends was cool, but not good.
He's going to go in a real video game and record all of this.
And,
He's going to scan Tom Cruise.
But now after Maverick, after F1, I want to see a Tron Legacy sequel from
too expensive.
Kosinski.
That's he's gonna charge a bag, and
they clearly don't care about making money.
I don't give a
you know
shit.
what I mean?
I don't give a shit.
I'm not even gonna say that. Keep going.
Say it.
No, it's just so negative.
Zaxxon, Galaxian, I like that name. 2027 is too soon considering the first 3 years got eaten by the pandemic. They can get more out of the current gen. IMHO 2030 would make the most sense. I mean, I agree with you.
I agree with every
completely
word
agree
you
with
said,
you,
but I don't think that's the reality we're in.
There's no way. Kebabs asked the question, do PS4 versions of a game outsell the PS5 version? I would love to see that. Brand Cakes, we already talked about the Pikmin stuff. Pal Lock Prince says, first time, long time, wanted to say thank you to Kinda Funny for making my hour commute to work enjoyable and feel shorter. And shout out to Tim for always hyping my favorite artist of all time, Daft Punk. Hashtag
Have you said that before I just said what I did? That's hilarious.
Hashtag let Tim host. What? It's moving. What is happening to my computer? Oh, my computer's falling apart.
A lot of the skill 17 says upgradable and modular are different, guys. We know. But I do feel like those two things are also getting... All of this is just merging into this weird point anyways at this point because of just how tech has advanced. Like,
but yes,
the difference between a phone and a computer and a console there's more similarities than differences now and compared to how it used to be.
How different is it, though? Because if something's upgradable, doesn't it physically upgradable? Isn't that inherently module?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, so you're wrong. That's not an us problem. That's a you problem. Foxy Steve says, we have to ask ourselves, what will the economy look like in 2027, 2029? The next home consoles might price so many people out that the switch to PC makes more sense. I was going to bring this up. I was going to bring this up earlier of like, I know it's kind of a crazy thought process, but let's say that these consoles are $700, $800 or whatever. Does the Switch 2 actually gain some market share of if let's say Call of Duty is on there, all the Madden's on there every single year, they look about right, they feel about right, it's all cross-play. Like, I don't see, I mean, I see a world, of course, where everyone's like, they're loyal to their PlayStations, they're loyal to their Xbox ecosystems, but I wouldn't be surprised if some people just say, oh, I can just buy a Switch for $450 and then just pick that up and then play all my games, the 2 games that I play every year on it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an interesting conversation there. I think bringing the Nintendo side into it, that's a whole podcast to itself, especially at this point. Because what you just said was the future for Nintendo that I wanted so desperately. And I think that they've squandered it already out the gate of the Switch 2 launch with the third party inconsistency is all I'll call it. Like it hasn't been swing and miss every time, but there have been too many. Elden Ring, I don't give a fuck what the reason is. I don't care if it's from software's fault. I don't care about whatever. It's like that is a title that you prioritize and you make sure can play and sing. Final Fantasy VII Remake, exact same thing. And they're doing that, it sounds like. But like these are titles that you use to prove to the people that might think about making the jump. Because otherwise, no, the people that are playing Call of Duty and Madden are like, oh, fuck, Nintendo's for little kids. Yeah. You need the story and the sentiment to be, oh, no, Nintendo got the stuff. Yeah. And I don't think the sentiment. I don't think that's what it's going to be.
No, and I don't think Xbox or Microsoft is going to put in the work to make some type of connection with Nintendo Switch other than the fact that they're just putting it on there, right? They're not going to make like an Xbox branded Nintendo Switch controller that feels like it. It's just always going to feel like, oh, it's a Switch that plays Call of Duty. How quaint is that, right? It's never going to feel like the actual gamer's way to play that game. So I think that's the thing holding it back. If Xbox actually wanted to and said, hey, everybody, we're going to fucking have a collab with Xbox with Nintendo and actually make an Xbox controller that is a Switch controller, I think we have a different conversation there.
Yeah, you just brought up a real good point. I actually see that future happening.
I don't think...
But I actually just don't see them like putting in the work to make the game work.
Think... Oh.
We'll see.
I mean, they have to, legally.
Oh, they have to put it on the console. Do they have to make it work?
I mean, it runs on a Series S at 60 FPS.
I know, but Elden Ring runs on a Series S, and it doesn't on the Switch 2. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
It's like the Switch 2 has proven to be a system that devs need to put extra care into making sure that it works. Yeah. And I have zero faith they're going to do that with Call of Duty.
Dcash.
Stupid situation.
I think it's going to run really well. I think it's going to...
I hope so.
I don't see a world where they put out their biggest... Because they wanted to make a lot of money. And that is a huge marketplace for them. And I mean, I think that is a place where I can see people buying that game twice, potentially, on a Switch and also their console. So that's a big moneymaker for them.
I love it.
Dcash114 also has some thoughts. Says, PS6 handheld with eGPU dock to do 4K on TV? No shot. No shot. I don't see them doing any type of well, no, I'm talking myself out of it. eGPU, I think, is such a loaded word. Though. Yeah. That's like a very expensive solution to them doing that. So actually, no, I don't think that's going to happen. It would be some type of pisser up-res situation.
Yeah.
Jew Rooston 7 Mega Scrafty for the win. He got that fit on for real. Who?
He's talking about a Pokemon.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Mike. I was like, that's an insane way to talk about Mike. Mega Scrafty? I'm like, that's a good one.
And if you were to see this guy, Raj, you're gonna fucking die. But yeah,
might be a spoiler.
I potentially.
Okay, I don't want to.
I don't know. But yeah,
Toast
Scrafty is a Pokemon.
Gotcha. Toast, member for 1 month, says, so if Xbox goes hybrid with PC, then wouldn't you be able to play PlayStation games on it eventually? Absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually do some type of like viral marketing there of like, hey, here's an Xbox, and then like just boot up fucking Ghost of Tsushima and just you can play these things on the thing. I think it's actually going to be a pretty big selling point for them.
I mean, I think isn't this future already happening with the Ally? Right?
Yeah, but I mean, like an actual, like, hey, here's Xbox that can play PlayStation games technically. Right?
Yeah, I mean, again, there's no way that's not what happens next.
Yeah. Jordan Deeb says the data mining happened due to copies of ZA out in the wild, but the Gen 10 leaks are from the Terra leak last year. Someone held on to them until today. Jesus Christ. Dcash114 has one last super chat of the day. Who is Xbox Hybrid for? Weak PC won't sell PC gamers. An expensive hybrid console will not retain enough console gamers. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question for their marketing and who it is for. It's for me.
That's the thing is, like, I do think it's, again, we know too much, and Xbox has made too many steps.
Yeah.
That they just have a lot of baggage to deal with. And I often bring up Kind of Funny as an analog in terms of subscription services and in terms of just like decisions we've had to make. We have to struggle with the same shit Xbox does of 10 years of decisions, and we're going to be on 2 Patreons. Now we want to be on 1. Yep. We're going to offer memberships. We're going to do this. Every choice we make adds baggage and like just so much to just doing things how we want them to that we can't just be like, we're doing it this way now.
Yep.
Because like, even if we did that, not only is the audience going to be like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
But also the systems in place might not allow it. And I think we're just stuck there with Xbox right now and the PC console. None of this should matter. We're at a point that these are close enough that it's once this is being sold, it's not going to matter. It's back-end stuff, it's OS stuff, and it's ecosystems that Xbox has clearly been building in front of our eyes, all working together. It's just the Xbox console side of things is a thing of the past, I think. I think it needs to be. Or else this confusion will never go away. And that's not going to help them.
They're going to name it some dumbass shit, though. There's no way they name it in a clean way that actually makes any sense. That's the issue here. They're not going to say this is what they should. Should they call it Xbox PC?
I think it's Xbox 2027.
No, they would never.
Xbox, parentheses, 2027.
I think they're calling it Xbox Surface or something weird, which they should.
No, stay away from a brand that doesn't work.
I mean, but it's a known brand people like.
No, I mean it's people like it that use it, but it's not a known. Surface is not. There's no market.
I do
equity.
feel like there has to be some type of like computer element to it.
I think you don't do that. It's just this is what Xbox is now. Get rid of the confusion. There needs to be no separation between Xbox PC and Xbox.
Yeah,
it has to just be Xbox. It has to.
Yeah,
or else they're fucked beyond belief.
You're wrong. From SoftServe brings a great You're wrong, which I think is awesome. I put this in assets for you, Kevin. Regarding Elden Ring on Switch, Lance McDonald showed the latest build of ER at Gamescom in Australia, and it ran very stable at 1080 30 FPS in handheld mode. So I already put that. Yeah, so looks not bad.
I mean, again,
it looks like a game.
Hope beyond hope. Having said that, Nintendo, with the Switch 2 launch, they're at a point that they should not allow games to be shown off at trade events like this, officially.
That in Borderlands, right?
Because these are at the Nintendo booths. Am I correct there?
I'm pretty sure.
Because that to me is the thing. I'm just like, you can't be doing this, or else you're letting the message get away. And there are so many people that are not going to hear this, not going to get the update, and they're just like, nah, I don't believe it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also such a small audience that is like connected to the video game news of the daily variety.
Yeah, but look at the damage that could be caused by one person taking a picture at Target.
But then also the game comes out and then it's good, and then people don't care.
But like my problem,
I get what you're saying. It's not good optics.
But the argument I'm making is it's not good optics to a smaller subsect of people. But they're the people that we're talking about.
Sure,
they're the people that need to be convinced that the Switch 2 is a competitor.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's not the randos.
Is it? I think it is. I think it's the mass audience. The mass audience of people, the millions of people that bought Elden Ring that don't really play that many video games, that are locked into the Elden Ring world and are like, oh, maybe I could buy a Switch 2 so I can play Elden Ring on the go. And I also like Mario Kart. Like, I don't know. I do think that is the audience that you're looking for, not, us nerds that have Elden Ring on 3 different consoles. Like, it's a weird. Yeah. I get what you're saying, and it's not good optics, and it's preventable, and that's the biggest thing that I think we need to talk about. It's like Nintendo could have figured this out and just been like, no, Borderlands, it needs to be a solid 30 FPS before you bring to our booth or you show off the game. But yeah, it's a little weird. To end the show, Lakers head super chats to finally get this out of here. I was on a work call when Tim summoned me.
Sorry, real quick. I just want to point this out. Big in the chat says, I still don't feel convinced to play Cyberpunk. People can have long memories. I do think that there, and again, also, I know that we're watching games daily. I know, I get that, but
also we liked it when we played it. You know what I mean? Like we like when we played it at the Nintendo event, Cyberpunk.
They're talking about Cyberpunk like 5 years ago.
Gotcha. I thought you were talking about the Switch 2 version of it. I get what you're saying, yeah. And I agree with that. Lakers head says, I was on a work call when Tim summoned me. The KFBF should start with Pikmin 2, way better than Pikmin 1, and it offers a nice challenge. So Mike claimed that he was right. Not right.
I'll give Mike credit for that.
He said 1 and 2.
He kind of said every game possible except for he didn't specifically say 3. But he did call out 2 the most. Okay. I'll give him credit there.
I'll give him that. I kind of blacked out when he started saying that he was going to handcuff me. It was a whole thing. Everybody, this has been an awesome episode of Kind of Funny Games Daily, where each and every weekday we run you through the nerdy news you need to know about live on YouTube, Twitch, and podcast services around the globe. If you love what we do, support us on the Kind of Funny membership with Patreon or YouTube to get all of our shows ad-free, watch us record them live, and get a daily exclusive show. Enjoy the GAMESCAST next, which is Nick's reveal for his game of the year. Big deal, everybody.
I love it. He's calling it early.
And the stream afterwards. But until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.